Hello students, welcome back to my channel where we are covering all the important chapters in ICSE 10 biology. We have already covered structure of chromosome chapter, genetics chapter. We are today with absorption by roots chapter. Initial part of the chapter does not require much of explanation, so I have marked in the textbook what all you are supposed to study. So let's start with initial part of the chapter. A definition of plant physiology you may not get. So just be clear what is it. It's a branch of biology that deals with life functions of plant. That's it. All right. Next question that you can possibly get for 1 mark is what are the functions of root? You know this from your grade 5 probably that it helps in absorption of minerals from the soil as well as water. And one more function is it fixes the plant onto the soil. Next question, possible question is what is the need of water for the plant? And one more question is what is the need for minerals for the plant? So for the water part, there are 4 points that are given in the textbook. Why is water important? It is a raw material for photosynthesis. It provides cooling effect through transpiration. It helps in transportation of minerals. And the last one, it causes mechanical stiffness. What is mechanical stiffness? The word is turgidity. What does that mean is imagine a balloon which is not having any air. Okay, that balloon we call as flaccid state, and if you are filling air in the balloon, it is completely distended, right? It is completely filled with air. That condition we can call as turgid. So here for any cell, imagine the cell having some amount of water. That is the only reason the cell has that particular shape. You have drawn the cell shape of plant cell, right? You usually draw it in a rectangular shape. Why is that? Because it is fully filled with water. All right. So that function is by water. All right. So those are the 4 functions of water for the plant. Please don't write any other thing. The question is with respect to plant only. So these are the 4 functions of water for the plant. Another is what are the functions of minerals for the plant. Here it is there. First and foremost, what are the minerals? This you have learned in your grade 9, which all are the micronutrients and meganutrients or macronutrients, right? You have learned that, right? So what are the functions of it? Why is it required? It is required as constituent of cell wall, cell organelles and other enzymes as well. So that's the answer. Next important 3-mark question. I think this is a little blur here. I've written 3 mark over here. What is the question? What are the characteristics of root which help the plant in absorption of water? You have to write 3 important points over there. First one is that there are numerous number of root hairs. First point. Okay. And because of that, there is large surface area. More the surface area, more is absorption of water. First point, 1 mark you get. Second point is that root hair has cell sap which has higher concentration of water than surrounding. Therefore, it absorbs water more through a process called osmosis. About osmosis, we are in detail studying later. So, right now, just write this point. Third point is here, root hairs have thin walls. What are the walls that it have? It's a plant. So obviously it has a cell wall and a plasma membrane. Alright. So cell wall is thin and freely permeable. Plasma membrane is again thin and semi-permeable. So it allows water to go through. This much when you write, you get 3 marks for your board examination. Now another question which used to come in part A before is this one. Now probably it may come in your last part to draw this. It is one of the simplest diagrams that you can practice. So please do practice this. 2 mark. It comes very frequently. It comes. So please don't skip this diagram of root hair. Don't forget to label things like cell wall and plasma membrane because they are indicating that it is a plant cell, isn't it? And what kind of cells are root hairs? You probably know this, right? They are epidermal cells of the root. That those are only the root hair itself. Okay, so you are labeling that as well. Then cytoplasm, vacuole, nucleus also you are labeling. Even if you leave out this, These are very important. Cell wall, cell membrane and epidermal cells. 100% you have to label. Alright. So that's about this part. Now moving ahead to the second part of the chapter. Here there are 5 phenomenon given. Okay, what are these 4? These are the 5 things which help in conduction of water upward through the stem. And what is the other word for it? The other word for it is ascent of sap. Now, probably you feel like I'm going too fast. As we cover the important concepts in the chapter, this will be clear to you. I'm just telling you what is a possible question from here. One mark question comes, uh, which among the following is not a force that helps in upward conduction of water or ascent of sap? They'll ask, they'll give you all these: imbibition, diffusion, osmosis, active transport of all these, and along with that, 3 of them they will give, and one more other option can be given. So that's why I'm asking you to study what are the 5 phenomena that help in upward conduction of water or ascent of sap. Alright. Another concept is about imbibition. 2 mark question comes in this format. Wooden doors get jammed during the rainy season. What is the reason, they ask? Okay, which phenomenon is responsible for it? The phenomenon that is responsible for it is called as imbibition. So what is it? Whether a plant cell is dead or alive, okay, dead or alive, it absorbs water. That's why the wooden door, which has been dead for a long, long time, the wood is dead. We have made the door out of a dead wood, isn't it? Still, it is absorbing water. That phenomenon is called as imbibition. Why is that? Explanation is given. What is it? What is the explanation? Cellulose. Where is cellulose found, children? It's found in the cell wall. Correct? Cellulose or proteins. Proteins are found in the cell wall. Cell plasma membrane. Very sorry. Plasma membrane. They absorb water, imbibe water or moisture. Therefore, it will swell up. Alright. This is also seen in dry seeds. Another example. This is the same force that helps the seed coat from opening up and the tiny baby plant inside it to germinate. So very, very important part. 1 mark definitely, or it can go up to 2 marks depending on the question. So please mark all these. What all? Definition. What helps the wooden doors from what makes it swell up? Another question. Which is the force that helps in seed coat rupturing and germinating? All these are your questions. What is the reason also? Reason is that cellulose or proteins can absorb water. And another one more question comes from here. That is, this surface attraction part is missing out, and they'll put a dash and fill in the blank and comes. What could it be? Imbibition is a phenomenon by which living or dead plant cells absorb water by dash. 1 mark question. Okay. So this is the first video. Now second video we are going to understand the experiments in diffusion. Kindly keep watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you find my videos useful. Thank you.